I'm Don Simmons, and today I'd like to talk about eternal inheritance. 1 Peter 1:4, you are born again to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that does not fade away, reserved in heaven for you. You can't take it with you was a Pulitzer Prize-winning 1936 comedic play by George Kaufman and Moss Hart that became an Academy Award-winning movie in 1938. It's about a highly eccentric extended family whose curious members involve themselves in any number of complicated situations. On one occasion, the patriarch of the family tells a younger member to enjoy his wealth while he can, since you can't take it with you. The idea that you can't take it is also a common way of expressing the biblical truth that material wealth and possessions are temporary and can't be taken beyond this life. Here are several Bible verses that support this idea. Timothy 6, verse 7, for we bought nothing into this world, and we can take nothing out of it. This verse directly states that we enter and leave this world with nothing, emphasizing the fleeting nature of wealth. Ecclesiastes 5:15, everyone comes naked from their mother's womb, and as everyone comes, so they depart. They take nothing from their toil that they can carry in their hands. Solomon, known for his wisdom, reminds us that no matter how much we accumulate, we leave it all behind. Matthew 6:19-21. Ironically, Jesus suggested there is a way, in a manner of speaking, to take it with you. He said that instead of storing up wealth on earth where moth and thieves and rust can ruin it, we should store up treasures in heaven where their value will never be diminished. Perhaps Peter was thinking of these words when he described the Christian's eternal inheritance as incorruptible and undefiled, and that do not fade away. Because our living hope is in Christ, our eternal inheritance will likewise live forever. It is reserved in heaven for us. And let's not forget the parable of the rich fool who hoarded wealth without considering his soul. Luke reminds us that God said to him, you fool, this very night your life will be demanded from you. Then who will get what you've prepared for yourself? This is how it will be for whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God. The psalmist warns against envy and reminds us that wealth doesn't follow us into eternity. Do not be overawed when others grow rich, when the splendor of their houses increase, for they will take nothing with them when they die. Their splendor will not descend with them. Psalm 46. Understanding that earthly wealth is temporary and that we can't take it with us should shape the way we manage, invest, and give our resources. Here's how you can apply this biblical principle in practical ways. First, focus on eternal investments instead of spending life chasing wealth. Jesus calls us to store up treasures in heaven. This means investing in things that last, faith, people, and God's kingdom instead of just accumulating wealth. Use it to make an eternal impact. Second, practice generosity. Proverbs 11:25 tells us, a generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Since wealth doesn't last, we should use it to bless others rather than hoard it. Practically speaking, tithe faithfully, give to the poor, and look for opportunities to be a blessing to those around you. Whether it's helping a struggling family, supporting a student's education, or holding a low-interest mortgage for a brother or sister in Christ who otherwise couldn't afford a home. Generous investing leads to true fulfillment. Third, we should live with contentment, not greed. Paul reminds us in 1 Timothy chapter 6 that godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world and we can take nothing out of it. Instead of always wanting more, we should learn to be content with what we have and trust God for provision. Since earthly wealth is temporary and we can't take it with us, we should focus on storing up eternal treasure that will never perish, spoil, or fade. Just as 1 Peter Chapter 1 reminds us of our incorruptible and undefiled inheritance in heaven. True financial stewardship means using our resources wisely and generously to bless others and to glorify God, knowing that our true riches are in Christ, not in material possessions. I hope you enjoyed this Wealth and Wisdom episode. Click on subscribe to continue to receive updated thoughts as they are posted. And if you find our content worthwhile, why not forward it to a friend right now?